Hey you guys, it's Brandy Chanel and welcome back to my channel. So listen, we about to get into Love and Marriage Huntsville, this latest episode that came on Sunday. I know I'm like 10 episodes behind, but better late than never. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, you guys, so this episode picks up where the last one left off. So we got let me tell y'all, I'm from Huntsville, Alabama, and I've been watching some of Stormy's live, and she's from Mississippi. But when I tell you, she reminds me. I feel like Mississippi and Alabama are one and the same. But when I tell you, she sound like the girls I grew up with in high school. What up though? That's what's up for sure. But that's what's up. That's what's So y'all know they was her and Destiny was going back and forth. And Destiny was mocking Stormy. And people, so we know for sure that Destiny is from Detroit. She's not originally from, excuse me, y'all. She's not originally from Alabama. She's not from the South, period. She just moved there, but she's not from there. Right? And we know that Stormy has a thick accent. She has a thick Southern accent. And I know I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this, but sometimes people from up north, they make fun of how some of us from the South, how we talk country and all this other stuff. And it's then translated into us being slow or stupid or something like that. And I think that's the perspective where Stormy was coming from, because on her live she said, I can talk how I want to talk. I'm from Mississippi, so this is how we talk, but I can turn it off and on. When I'm in a boardroom, I can, talk very professional or whatever the case may be. But when I'm around my homegirls, and I mean, it was a Gallen's time, she was around her girls, she's talking like how she talking. So basically, she ain't faking it. She ain't putting it on. And when Destiny made fun of her, her comeback was, okay, you want to be like me. You want to be like me. Now, I will say this, Stormy, you kind of, well, Stormy, you was kind of jumping in and things of that nature, but I feel like she wasn't doing anything different than what Tisha was doing when Melody and Destiny was talking. But I understood Destiny's frustration. I also feel like Destiny was already annoyed and pissed off because of the whole, the friendship that we had. So y'all know last week she kind of got a little upset, and people was like, all she said was what Melody repeated. But I think she got hung up and upset and in her feelings about Melody said the friendship that we had. And then Kimmy sitting up here like, okay, hold on. So I think Destiny was just kind of in her feelings, and she directed her frustration and her emotions and she directed that towards Stormy, and that's how that shit blew up. So they started going back and forth for sure. That was up for sure. And then Destiny gets up and like, you don't know me, sis. And then Stormy gets up like, girl, you ain't got enough. If y'all can't see me clapping, but y'all ain't got enough. She was like, you ain't got enough to come for me like that. And I was like, oh, girl, what you trying to say? She ain't got, her finances ain't together. I mean, well, she did, go for public assistance. But I'm not judging over here. I'm not judging. But and then, Destiny just really got rowdy. And I think Destiny was in her feelings. Destiny was completely in her feelings, to the point where I think it was security guard or someone from production, Kimmy and Tisha, had to kind of take her back in the room, calm her down. At some point, her shoes were off and She was about to throw a chair, but of course we didn't see that because this is on. That ain't that kind of show. And if Destiny keep on, she ain't gonna be on this show no more. And she need to not do that because she need the money. I'm just saying. But anyway, she was just rowdy. It was too much. I don't want to see grown women over 30 or over 28 fighting, but that would have been I think that would have been a pretty good fight. They both would have gave each other a run for their money, but I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that in the comments. Okay, so Melody is talking to Storm. She's like, y'all ain't got no beef like that for real. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Um, then I respected Mel for this. I'm gonna give her flowers. I respected Mel for going to Destiny and checking on her and being like, hey, y'all ain't got no beef for real. Like, why are we even fighting? And it's y'all can say what y'all want about Melody, and I'm not a Mellow meter and I'm not a Melody fan, but that was a real grown woman act. Okay, that as a grown woman, I'm not finna. If you got some shit to lose, ain't nobody trying to be out here fighting. And I think like I said, Destiny was in her emotions. She was definitely in her emotions. She had to get Kimmy to kind of calm her down. And Kimmy was like, shit, I might throw a chair at her. I was like, Lord have mercy. But they're calming her down, but they're also, saying that Destiny's been aggressive. Now, I will say this. Destiny has been aggressive, but she ain't the only one aggressive. Let me put it to you that way. Tish, you was aggressive when you got up. Stormy was aggressive when she got up. Melody, you were being aggressive when you got up. I mean, Destiny is not the only one that's aggressive. And I feel like Destiny may have a history of being more aggressive than everybody else. I feel like her aggression is more in your face. And I feel like at times Melody and Tish were more passive aggressive. So, Tiffany just there. Tiffany is she's just flapping in the winds. And then you got Kimmy trying to calm Destiny down. Okay, so we have Tisha and Melody and everyone is back at the table. Everyone calmed down and things of that nature. So then Tisha says something to the effect of, y'all don't have to be, getting all rowdy. I didn't get rowdy when Melody called me a bitch. It always, goes right back to Melody or whatever the case may be. But she says she didn't get rowdy. And Tisha, I beg to differ. You getting up and bopping your head and flicking your fingers the way you did, yes, bitch, you got rowdy. That's rowdy. That's aggressive. Everyone wants to call Destiny aggressive, but what you did was aggressive, boo. I'm sorry. And let me tell y'all something. I am not a Mellow meter. I am not a big fan of Melodies, but what we not finna do is play this game all season of everything being Mel's fault. Like, I'm not finna do that with y'all. I am really not finna do that with y'all. Okay, do I feel on one hand that Melody deserves, a little bit of banter, a little bit of shade thrown her way? I absolutely do, but I am not finna make everybody's issue her issue. I'm just not finna do that. I'm not finna do that. So her and Tish are talking, and it comes up that they're talking about, Melody speaking or trying to so-called destroy Tisha's marriage. Okay. And to me, I don't know how anyone can destroy your marriage. Okay. Tish, you put on a good game. You put on a good game face. You played a dumb role, and I'ma stick by my husband. She gonna stick beside him. Y'all trying to break up my family. All this, that, and the third. But then next episode, he gonna have you in the car crying. So sis, I don't know. I don't know which way you're going here. But anyway, she says Melody tried to destroy her marriage. And Melody says she didn't try to destroy her marriage. The only reason why sometimes her husband come up is because some of the stuff is in the internet. Kind of how you and Marcel was talking about Martel's infidelity because it kept showing up on the internet. And so Tish says that the only time her and Marcel ever addressed anything with Melody and Martell was when Melody had put something out there and they went on live defending themselves. And let me tell y'all something. Even though I was one of the people who said, Melody, you have no right to be, well, not no right, but why are you mad at Tish and Marcel for talking about it? I mean, this is a reality television show. It's what we're supposed to do. Nonetheless, Tish was still talking about them. So if we're on a reality television show and it's okay to talk about someone else's marriage, then it's okay to bring up yours. Okay, so it goes both ways. It's not just let's talk about Melanie and Martell. Let's talk about you too. Let's talk about you and your marriage. Nah, but we ain't proved that he actually cheating on you. Now, personally, me, I think that picture that came on original Straight No Chasers, shout out to them because they say on Marcel's ass all the time, right? Her in Impressive Radio. So I think that picture that came out of Marcel's back, the back of his head, I think that was Marcel, but whatever. Let's just say, for argument's sake, is not. Girl, Marcel is the most disrespectful chauvinist pig we have ever seen on TV. Like, just completely disrespectful. I mean, at least on the OWN network, okay? So let's not, I can't stand this sense of entitlement because I am a wife, because I hold the title wife, that I have something over Melody, because you don't. Yo dumb ass came in with a shirt that says hashtag team wife, which is Melody's shirt. And from that, she made $30,000 in one day. Now that's just what the streets are saying. So while you thought you was having a one-up over Melody, you actually helped her. You're actually Team Melody without actually being Team Melody. So you sound fucking crazy, okay? So I can't stand when women do that just because your husband hasn't been caught cheating yet. I'm not wishing that on her, but I wouldn't be surprised if Marcel was cheating. It can be Mel today and it can be Tish tomorrow. Don't ever throw that up in a woman's face that you got a man and she don't. I think that's so disrespectful. But anyway, I don't want on a whole rant. Anyway, they start talking and then what was I saying? Where was I at? Tish is saying, well, you and Martell had called us and told y'all I didn't want to talk about it on the show. Okay, so Tish, why at the reunion you act like you didn't know? Why this whole time this shit was going on, you act like you didn't know? But then, Melody, why you acting like they didn't know and you the one who told them and called them and said, don't talk about it on the show? So I'm not finna play this game with y'all that everything is Mel's fault. I'm not finna play with y'all about this. Melody starts looking through her phone. I thought she was gonna pull something up, because Tish had got up and said, you knew he was cheating. You knew he was cheating, had a whole baby by his ass. And then Melody's response to that, well, that was my husband. And like I said, I'm not going to judge Melody for that, because a lot of us have been in relationships where we played the fool. I mean, Tish, currently you're playing the fool, whether you want to believe it or not. But we're going to let you have it. But Melody, after this, I don't want you to say shit else about I don't want you to say shit else about Tish and her marriage to Marcel. Don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else. Don't say shit else. Don't say shit else about anybody's marriage. I'm just saying, don't say shit else. So they arguing back and forth. Melody gets up. This is the childish thing I don't do. You be with your husband every day and he cheating on you. You still stay with him. So, and of course we don't have proof of that. We just going by her word. But I do believe it. She gets up, says she don't lie, and freaking, I mean, it was such high pitch. It's like a nails on a chalkboard. It was so screechy, and I was like, oh my God, what is going on here? So Mel gets up. Tish is talking about actress, and then Melody says, your mama's an actress, And she left. Now, if y'all gonna be mad at Candace for saying your mama, then you need to get on to Melody. But anyway, so I think the next scene, because this is all out of sequence, I did not take no notes. I believe the next scene is Maurice and Kimmy. Now, Maurice, sweetheart, you really starting to get on my nerve. Like, you really, I'm like I said, I'm not finna play these games with y'all. So they're discussing Jalen's housewarming. They want to, well, Maurice wants to invite Martell, but Kimmy is like, no, because Martell has too much drama that follows him. Maurice then comes out of his irrelevant mouth and that said everyone has an issue with Melody. And like I said, I can see through the bullshit. Let's all get Melody. Let's all get Miss Perfect, who likes to make it seem like she's so well put together in front of everybody. Let's get her. If we keep coming at her and try to break her, then then it's the blame will be on her and not us, which is never gonna work, especially for Martell. But Maurice, like, listen, bro, let me tell you something. You better hope Kimmy stays in this role that she plays in on this show as the mediator, the bone carrier, like the peacemaker. You better hope she stays in that role, because you add nothing to the series. You add nothing. Melody, I agree with Melody on that little show that her and Carlos had, which was a Kiki. You're the most irrelevant person on the show. No one misses you. No one misses you. So for you to say that, she's the issue, no, she's not the issue. She's not. I didn't like the fact that Maurice pretty much cornered Kimmy by having Martell on the phone. I feel like he kind of cornered her. Let's get him on the phone so maybe, you can change your mind after talking to him. I didn't like that. I really didn't like it. I don't like the fact that he just kind of put her on the spot. That's really what I'm saying. He put her on the spot hoping she would change her mind. I think the next scene is Maurice and Wanda. Let me tell y'all something. Marcel and Wanda. When I tell you, when them two get together, it's a kiki for me. It is girl. So he takes her back to that kitchen and asks her to do some dishes. She said, I ain't doing no goddamn dishes. You got me all the way fucked up. I ain't doing no motherfucking dishes. You got me fucked up. I actually don't blame Miss Wanda. You think I'm finna get all dressed up in my 90s glam, my 90s freaknik glam to wash some damn dishes? Boy, you crazy. And I doubt that Marcel was in there washing dishes or cooking or anything. He probably just walking around there in the little ill-fitting suits that he be wearing. Child, please. He ain't doing none of that. So Miss Wanda says, since you ain't gonna give me the money for my business, I'm gonna be all up in your business. That's what I'm going to do. And then she asks him about the whole picture with his back out or whatever. When I tell you, I holler when she said, that is Marcel big ass back. I thought that was funny as hell. That whole scene was too funny. And he telling her, I haven't seen my back in a while. Child, their banter back and forth is the highlight of this show, because I don't like Marcel and I don't like Wanda, but them two together just be cracking me up. She's asking him about it. He's deflecting and making all these little jokes. He's basically telling her, you'll never find any evidence out there that I cheated on Tish. And that says a lot, because he never denies that he has. Well, in that moment, he did not deny he cheated on Tish. But, his whole thing is, you ain't caught me. Y'all watch out for that shit. The motherfucker said, well, where's your proof? They don't deny it from the rip. Baby, that means something. To me it do. I don't know if it do to y'all, but to me it means something. But moving on. So I think the next scene is oh Lord, Stormy and Melody talking about what happened at the Galentine's little event or whatever the case may be. Melody, you calling Tish and Yeah, you calling Tish, delusional or, and delusional and in denial. It's like, well, you was once that too, baby. You was once that too. And it's okay. Like I said earlier in the review, we all played the fool for somebody. So you was once like that too. Okay, so let's not judge, okay? Yes, Tisha may be in a little denial because she wants to have the perfect marriage. She wants to have the kids, the house, the marriage, the money. She wants it all. And we're not mad at her for that. But let's not judge, okay? Stormy says she will be talking to Destiny and, kind of rehashing what happened at Galentine's. She says that she will be bringing security. Some of y'all seem to think that she is scared of Destiny. That's why she's bringing security. I don't think Stormy is scared of Destiny at all. Like I said, that'll be a good fight. They will both give each other a run for their money. Moving on. Wanda going to see Tish. Um Miss Wanda oversteps her boundaries, but she is funny. So she shows Tish. I keep on the girl Tish. She keeps showing Tish the picture. And she tells her about what happened when she met up with Marcel and him wanting her to wash dishes. She brings up the picture. And Tish is saying that I'm not naive, I'm not insecure, which lets me know that Tish very well knows that Marcel could possibly be cheating. And she don't care. Let that man cheat in peace is basically what she's saying. And she feels like everyone is trying to ruin her family. And if y'all ever caught a live that Miss Wanda does, Miss Wanda is very much so one of those women who believe that if a man is cheating, that it is okay as long as he's coming home at night. But if he loves someone else, that's your fault. That's the woman's fault, basically. That's what she believes. And I believe that's what Tish believes. So let that man cheat in peace. That means everybody let that man cheat in peace. But Wanda said, I'm out here defending you. So if I find something else out, I'm not going to be mad at him. I'll be mad at you too. But Miss Wanda, she's telling you, y'all are trying to destroy her family. Basically, leave the shit alone is basically what she's trying to say. So I think the next scene was Tiffany and Lou meeting Martell. I honestly, y'all, I pretty much skipped this part when Martell started bashing Melody to Tiffany, and Tiffany was being messy. I just fast forward because their parts are not there when they come on the screen. It's not interesting. It's very, very boring. Okay, Tiffany don't know if she want to be messy or if she want to be, the black Karen on here. She don't know. And Martell, it's funny to me because every scene Martell is in, he's talking about Melody. He's disparaging her as a mother. He's saying everything is her fault. She did it. She did it. She did it. And we're tired. We're tired of you blaming Mel for everything. Please go find another storyline. A great storyline for you next season would be you getting your builder's license. that would be a good storyline for you. Why you over here talking about some damn Kevin Samuels and your ass can't even pass an open book test, but that's the previous video before. Okay, moving on. What are we talking about? So Tish goes to pull up on Marceau at the place, and at Black, and she asks, can they talk? And he comes out, and they're playing a little montage of everything that they've been through about the cheating and the babies and all this other stuff. They're talking about all of that. And then they hit us with the to be continued. Now, this was a pretty good episode. I did not write any notes, so if I'm all out of sequence, forgive me, okay? I'm slowly trying to get back into being consistent on YouTube. And look for Love and Marriage DC and Real Housewives of Atlanta tomorrow. Look for those tomorrow. Yes. So leave your comments down below how you felt about this episode. Do you agree with me about Melody? Do you feel like it's becoming the Blame Melody show? I get it. She lacks accountability, and she does, but I also feel like everything is not her fault, and we're not going to make it her fault this season. I'm just not going to do that. But you guys, that is it for the Love and Marriage Huntsville season 4. I think this is episode 8. Yes, it's episode 8. So thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, toodles.